Good afternoon, everybody. We will start the session now. Um, Once again, welcome you all for today's Crave webinar on Intelligent Warehouse. And thank you very much for joining the webinar and good afternoon to you all. Mm, Today's subject of the webinar is enhance your warehouse through effective warehouse automation and RFID. And we will be demonstrating our application. Today we have Mr. Nikhil Bendale, who is our subject matter expert, who will be briefing you about the solution. So just before starting the session, I just wanted you to quickly take you through about the Crave Infotech in just few minutes, who we are, what we do, and um, our technical solutions for the industry. We are 13 years old organization, operational from 2007, working very closely with SAP right from day one. We have all three partnerships with SAP Sale, SAP Build, SAP Service, Co-Innovate. And along with that, we are also partnered with Zebra, which is a premium mobile computing devices manufacturer. So we are ISV and reseller of Zebra. We are also ISV and reseller of Here Technology, who are again one of the leaders in geo enablement solutions. So we have head office in USA, North America, New Jersey, and from there we are serving our customers in North America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. So we have physical presence in USA, India, Brazil, and Africa. Uh, I hope my screen is visible to all. So here we are trying to show you our business verticals and the digital transformation services. So we work, as I mentioned, we work closely with SAP. So in SAP Intelligent Enterprise, we provide services like ECC, SAP S4, implementation, customization, migration, and support. And also we have our own pre-packaged solutions in digital journey of digital transformation for the organizations. So the focused verticals are of warehouse management, and we will be seeing the solution today. And along with that, we work in enterprise asset management, BTP business technology platforms in which AI, RPA, and blockchain offerings are covered. Along with that, we also have the solutions in the complete supply chain area. So these are the pre-packaged app solutions on SAP App Center. So it does not mean that we work only for SAP customers. We work for non-SAP customers also, but being a SAP partner, our solutions are directly getting integrated with SAP, and that is why they are available on SAP App Center. So these are the some of the key solutions, and you will see that we are touching to every functionality of the organizations, right from enterprise asset management, supply chain, product lifecycle management, order to cash, in which we are having customer side automation like sales order automation or customer portal, then management dashboards, approvals, and so on, and even in HR HCM module. So there are various solutions, and through which we are catering to multiple industries. So these are some of the key customers we have globally. We work in different verticals: pharma, oil and gas, chemical, manufacturing, uh, engineering, and supply, consumer products, CPG. So yeah, here again we have mentioned the verticals. So coming to today's agenda, in fact, today we'll be discussing Crave Intelligent Warehouse Solution. And this is, just a minute. So this is today's agenda. We'll be discussing about the current market requirement. Then we'll be showing you the challenges at marketplace and how we can gain efficiency and cut cost using the innovative solution. And then this will be followed by the mobile application demo. So when we talk about warehouse management, in current unprecedented situation like COVID-19. Okay, what are the issues at marketplace? So if you look at warehouse, is we have and pointed out few things over here. Warehouse is now one of the most critical part of business functions and operations. Earlier it was neglected. Earlier it was considered as a back office activity, but suddenly because of this digital transformation, it has come up. It is now considered as a very key area to address, considering the customer expectations and match the customer satisfaction. So warehouse operatives being recognized as a key workers now. Okay, so and the next point is warehouses are more busier than ever. So if you say every country, I mean, when it comes to food products, pharmaceutical, or any essential household industry, okay, the warehouses are becoming the key part of the organizations now. Shoppers rush to stock up during this coronavirus pandemic panic buying situation. Okay, so the critical area is maintaining the stock and managing the deliveries. What are the typical challenges of warehouses? One is the new recruit into warehouse. We found that uh, new recruit into warehouse take time to become familiar with stock, item, location, work processes. These are the typical challenges and how we can help you. So our solution or warehouse management solution um, helps you to reach to full capacity. I mean, with a highly reduced time, because the it is a complete digitalization of the activity. So uh, manually make take few days or week, but we with a CWMS solution, we do it the things in a day. Okay, then operative self isolation, long term cost cut. These are the typical points at marketplace which we are addressing through warehouse management solution. Now, if you look at another technology challenges, the technologies are phasing out. SAP console, Tech console, ITS mobile, these are phasing out. Windows mobile is phasing out. The internet technologies are changing very fast, right? So, and these are increasing the expectations from the solutions available at marketplace. Customer are looking for mobilizing EAM and supply chain processes. Okay, the software solutions are not validated by hardware vendors. What we observed during our implementations, what we see in many customers, the earlier solutions what they have, it is not validated by the hardware partners. Whereas we add a value over there. All our solutions are validated by Zebra, being a Zebra partner, and it is easy to use on Zebra devices. It also can be used on other devices like Samsung and other handheld devices. So when we talk about mobile solution, warehouse management solution, there are three components. This is a warehouse mobile application, the mobile application what we are talking today, then warehouse automation, what all components of warehouse automation, and then your backend ERP. So we will cover up very quickly. I'm just speeding up very quickly because we wanted to see the demo of the application. Crave solution will give you these major benefits. It is a flexible modeling of warehouse processes or built-in optimization and a high performance execution. We are you get the complete flexibility there. It is the best in class. It is connected because the real-time insight and network communication is there. Uh, Next gen automation and enhanced device integration. So we are connected and we are integrated with the backend ERP. It gets integrated with backend ERP or SAP very easily. So this is the complete solution which we'll look for today. These are the components when we talk about typical warehousing. The Crave warehouse solution covers inbound processing, um, transit or cross-docking warehousing, distribution warehousing, production warehousing, outbound processing, and storage and operations. And we will see those in detail. So this is about Crave solution. We have the solution is ready with in Q3 2021 version is ready with these features in inbound processing, outbound processing, post changes, and physical inventory. And our next roadmap in Q4 we will be delivering these new features like for example in warehouse inbound processing, inbound from other storage location, that is added, new feature is added. Then warehouse production integration is added, and warehouse ad hoc goods issue is also added in a Q4 release. So that will be released by end of December. Now coming to this is again the aspects we are covering: functional integration, deployment, and the complete automation of the processes. With this, I think we will see the demo. Nikhil, my colleague, will help you understand the complete application. He
Yeah,
will brief about the application, and he will it will be followed by the warehouse management application demonstration. So Nikhil,
yeah,
over to you.
yeah. Thanks, Murli. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Nikhil. I'm taking you through the application. Actually, before going to application, as Murli said, the general business challenges in the warehouse management are like high volume of engineering space, no accuracy, material tagging, high operation cost. So what we have did, we have checked all the business challenges from different warehouse users. We have combined it, integrated with the SOP. We have deployed a solution, and we are thinking for how can we move forward to the automation process. So for understanding for all these, I will share my screen. Just hold a minute. Murli, will you please discontinue with your screen? Yeah.
Yes, Nikhil, your screen is visible to now. All now. We can see your screen, Nikhil.
Yeah, so something issue is there. Yeah, now I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible and your screen is also
Okay.
visible.
Yeah,
You go
yeah,
ahead.
that's great. Okay. Yeah. So this is our warehouse application in which we are considering, we are taking into account inbound and outbound processes. Before moving to inbound and outbound processes, we will see how to take the printouts, how we will design it, how we will take you through this application. Okay. So
Nikhil, please
whenever
speak bit
we are,
loudly. Your voice level is low.
yeah. Okay. Now this is okay.
Yeah, this is okay now.
Okay, so before going to inbound and outbound processes, I will take you through the label printing process also. It is possible to print out the material labels from the handheld device, whatever application we are using, whatever application we have designed. Okay, so for this, whenever we are executing the GRN, we just have to execute the GRN from the SAP GUI system. Okay, and once it is executed from the SAP GUI system, then it will directly reflect to this print transition. So
Nikhil,
before
we
going,
cannot hear you. Again, speak loudly, please.
okay. I don't know what the issue. Hello, is this okay?
Yeah, yeah, it is okay, but you continue to speak loudly. Okay.
Okay. That's fine. So after execution of the GRN, all the GRNs are reflected directly to the mobile application on the application we have designed. Okay. So in this application, we have taken printing, reprinting procedures, issue against reservation, issue against order, in internal transfers, physical inventory. So first I will take you to the printing process. Once the GRN is executed, then all these GRN are reflected in the application. As you are seeing on the screen, the GRN number, material number, whatever the vendor, whatever the received quantity, all the fields are customizable. We can customize it as per your requirement. Okay, and once you entered in this GRN, we have considered in the three label size: small, medium, and large, as per the pasting area available on the material. So for this large material size, this is our actual label preview. Whatever the data reflecting on this label, it is also configurable, and we can configure it as per requirement.
Nikhil, again, your voice is becoming low, so please speak loudly.
Just I will just wait a minute. I will change my headphones.
Yep.
Yeah. Hello. Is this okay now?
No, still it is low.
Oh. Hello. Mhm. So, okay, so we are on print transition. Okay, so while going on
This
the
is
print
better now. Yeah.
transition, yeah, okay. So when the print transition is reflected in the device, you just have to enter in the print. Here you will get to know all the print, all the GRNs which are executed in the system. You just have to enter that GRN. We are considering three label sizes over there. It is as we have said, it is a demo application. We have designed the three label sizes. We can configure the label sizes as per the customer requirement, as per your requirement. Okay, so if we see the area of the label, we have utilized the whole area. This is a large size label. This is a preview of the large size label. We have mentioned here 7 to 8 line items in which we have mentioned the material description, supplier name, PO, required and all these things. And the main thing is the QR code. This QR code is generated on the basis of SU number, which is already maintained at the time of after the GRN execution, which is created by the SAP system. Okay, once the GRN is cleared, means the printout is given from the application will clear that line item from the print menu. That means whatever the pendency available for printing, only that pendency will reflect here. Now, now we will say where if we want to take the reprint of that material. So where from the reprint transition, we can take the reprint of that particular GRN. Actually, the process is like this. Once the GRN is cleared from print transition, it will reflect in reprint and in put away at the two stages. For reprint also the process is same. We are considering the label sizes. We have considered three label sizes, and the data covered on three label sizes are different at each level. Okay, so these are the three label sizes. At the time of reprint, we just have to maintain the reason to reprint. You have to just maintain the reason and just click on the reprint to complete the transition. Once it is completed, the label will printed out from their printer. Once the label in your hand, okay, so after GRN, when the material is received at the warehouse, okay, that at that the time we will take the printout of that labels, we will paste it over that box or the material, whatever it is, and we have to put it somewhere in the warehouse. So for putting this material in the warehouse, we have designed put away transition. This put away means when we have executing the GRN, at the time of GRN, we are keeping that material at a GR open area. We are calling it as a GR open area. So we have to we know how to move that material from GR open area to the destination bin. For this process, we are designed a put away transition. In this put away transition, the same process like this only. Whatever the data available on the display, it is customizable, it is configurable, and this process we have to scan the material number. Material numbers means we have to scan the material label which we have already pasted on the material. Once the material is pasted, system will validate it. Okay, if someone scans the wrong material number, the system doesn't allow to take it. The one validation we have added here. Okay, so for this, once the material scanned, system validate it by green ticking. Now we have to give the destination bin. for destination bin scan, after giving the destination bin scan, the system also validate the destination bin scan. Okay, and after this we just have to click on the put away button. Once the put away button is clicked, the transfer order number is generated, and at the same time the process is carried out in the SAP background system also. It's a real time application. Okay, so this is our put away process. That means our printout is taken, pasting on the material, and the material is put away in this destination bin. Okay, so I will take you now to the issue against reservation. We will take the supply returns at the later stage, because reservation process is more followed in major warehouses. So for this reservation, for example, anyone create the reservation from any department, it's more from QA, it's maybe from any department, it will directly reflect through this application on the application screen at the issue against reservation screen. So you just have to click on that. So once the reservation is received at the warehouse person need to search the location for that particular material. So for reducing these efforts, we have given the bin button functionality over here. By just simply clicking this bin button, we will get to know the available locations for that particular material. User just have to go near to that location. Again, the same process we have to follow. We have to scan the, actually I'm taking it manually as I'm demoing from the laptop. Okay, so once it is taken, the system will ask, that system will show the available quantity, required quantity. So whatever quantity you want to issue, you just have to put it manually, and you have to enter, or you have to scan the destination bin number. When you enter the destination bin number, the information pop-up, it will appear. It is saying that whatever information you have entered, it will reflect as a pop-up. Okay, and whatever the pop-ups and whatever the clicks we are giving, we can reduce these numbers as per your requirement, no issue. And whatever the field, this is the item text field, it is mentioned over here. If anyone want to maintain any text over here, it will directly reflect in the background reports or in background transition also. After scanning the material label and bin label, we just have to issue that material. After issuing, the material document number and the TO numbers are created at the same time, and the issuance is carried. That means if some new members is joining, he can also, this application is so much user friendly that we just have to scan two labels, and that's it. We are able to issue the material. This is the same process we are following for return reservation. So once the reservation, actually in issue against reservation, we have covered 201, 221 and 241 movement types. We can configure or we can consider more movement types as per your requirements. We have considered the generalized scenario. In most of the companies, 201, 221 and 241 reservations are considered. Actually, we have taken 261 also. It is against order, but we have created a separate process. We have created a separate transition for this. So for return against reservation, once the return is posted from the SAP GUI, that will directly reflected in this application. We just have to open it. Okay, it will also show the information like material number, which movement types is used. It is reserved again with cost center. Okay, so in this also, okay, again system will ask. So this is a validation. So whatever quantity available, and now required quantity. Now in this case, required quantity is more than the available quantity. So system will allow it. We have configured it like that. That's why the system is allowing. Okay, and we have to scan the source bin number also, from where we have to pick that material. Once the source bin number is entered, again the system show the pop-up information pop-up. It will display all the information whatever we have entered. Here also, now you can see the whatever the required quantity is 75, and we have issuing the partial quantity. That's why when I'm clicking on the return for completing the transition, system will give the pop-up that required quantity is return quantity is less than the required quantity. Okay, so this more validation, one more validation is there in the system, and after completing of the any transition, the TO number and material document number is created wherever the material posting is there. Okay, so okay, actually this reservation is not cleared as the received quantity, whatever the required quantity is still remaining. We have to issue 50 quantity more. That's why it will be in the queue. So in each transition, whatever the pendency list is there, that will only reflect in that particular transition list. So this is a process for reservation. Now we will see the order. So in for order also, once the reservation is created against process order or production order, whatever it may be, it will directly reflect in the application. We just have to move to that particular bin, as the bin button function is already there. We just have to see the bin. We just have to go near to that bin. We just have to scan the material. We just have to scan the bin, destination bin from where we have to pick, and just that's it. We can issue that material. So okay, here is the same validation provided. Okay, information pop-up appeared. We can maintain a text if want to be, and we can issue the materials. That means all the transition whatever we have designed, we can complete our all the transition through only 2 clicks, 2 or 3 clicks. We just have to scan the material, we just have to scan the bin, and we just have to issue it. Now all these are issue and return transition. Now we will see the internal transfer, that is bin to bin and plant to plant. For bin to bin movement, here is the scenario is also same. We just have to scan the bin from where we want to pick that material. First we have to scan the material which we want to move. The system will automatically fetch all the data against that particular storage unit, whatever we have scanned. Okay, so I will explain you this 309 functionality after this bin to bin transition. Okay, so we have entered the material number which we want to move, and we just have to give the destination bin number for which we have to transfer the material. That's it. Once it is validated, we just have to transfer it. The transfer order number is created by the system, and at the same time stock is moved from one bin to another bin. And for this 309 functionality, we have in SAP, we are saying it as a material to material movement, code to code movement. Regularly we are saying it as a code to code movement. So for this code to code movement, we just have to tick it. And for this code to code movement, we have to scan the material first. It will fetch, system will fetch the information against that particular SU. Now we have to move that material in other material code. So we have here selected a variant. We have to manually enter this because the material list, it is available in the warehouse. It will directly shown. So here for this material only one material is available. Here system will suggest, here system will display the overall material list which we have filtered as per the filtered variant. Okay, so we just have to select that material and provide the destination. Oh. So we just have to provide the destination bin number. Once it is validated by the system, we just have to click the transfer button. That's the material document and transfer order is created. So this is the process for bin to bin movement, and this in one transition we have covered bin to bin movement also and code to code movement also. For plant to plant movement, we have covered in plant transfer. Once the STO is created, when the stock transfer order is created from the background, it will reflected in the application. Okay, that means in every transition you just have to create a reservation or the STO from the GUI system, and you just have to move throughout your warehouse for scanning that particular material and scanning the bin for issuance or for receipt of the material. So okay, so we will see this plant transfer. For this plant transfer case, we have to scan material first. After scanning the material, we have to put the quantity, and we have to again scan from which bin we have to pick it. Okay, and we just have to click the transfer button. Means here also in 3 clicks we can complete our transfer. So this is an internal transfer. So now we'll see for the physical inventory. So once the physical inventory is created again the particular bins or a particular location, it will directly reflect here. We can create the a bin, sorry, physical inventory from LX26 or LI01, LI01 mostly. So when it is created, it will directly reflect in the application. We have to open it. We have to scan the bin for which it is. Okay, so for physical inventory, once we scan the bin, okay, then all the stock, available in that bin will reflect here. Okay, here we have given a validation. If, for example, someone scan the wrong bin, the system will not allow that person to enter that bin. Okay, we have to scan the right bin only, and we have to mention manually the stock of each material which are available in that particular bin. If the material is not available, just by click the zero scan. Actually this editable field is not provided, as once the material is scanned, then this field is editable. That's mean the user have to visit that particular bin, he have to do the transition. Okay, so uh, once the counter count is given to the system, we just have to confirm it. The inventory count is added in the system. You can post the difference count from the GUI system. So this is a physical inventory. Now at any point of time, if someone is moving through the warehouse, we have to see the bin stock or we have to see the material stock. So we can execute this bin or QR level transition. In this we have provided a dual functionality like material QR scan and bin QR scan. So for materials QR scan, whenever anyone moving through the warehouse, if if you scan the material label, then that particular material information, so what is for against which PO it is received, on which date it is received, what is the GRN number, what is the available quantity, all this information will be displayed in the application. And it is same for bin also. If someone scan the bin label, whatever the stock available in that particular bin, it will reflected here. So this is okay. Hmm. So this is our last transition. So we have covered issue against order, issue against reservation. For internal transfer, we have covered bin transfer, plant transfer. For inventory purpose, we have covered physical inventory, and for printing and put away. So we can shortly say that this application is user friendly. We are covering all the processes starting from printing of the material label against that particular GRN till the issuance, return of the material, issuance of the material, physical inventory, plant to plant transfer, internal movements, and status transition as QR and material scan. Okay, so Murli, that's it from my side. You can take it over.
Thank you, Nikhil. Thanks for the detailed demonstration and briefing of the application. So I'm just checking if you have any questions. So in the meantime, we will be running one small question poll. Nikita, could you display the questions on the screen? So we request you all, there are only 3 questions. We request you all to uh, answer those questions. The first is, are you facing any challenges in current warehouse management activity due to manual process? So yes or no, you please respond. The second question is, are you planning to digitalize your current inventory or warehouse management process? So we would like to understand more from your side if you are planning to automate the process with the innovative solutions like what you have seen just now. And the third question is, would you like to have a detailed discussion with our team for Crave CWMS solution? So we can connect with you one on one. We'll understand your current pain areas, expectations from the solution, and we will brief about our solution at the same, as well as we will also provide solutioning from our side. So we expect all you to respond to this questionnaire. I think I'm just checking any question Q&A, but I'm not seeing any questions. Uh,
Murli, we have one question
yeah, yeah.
in chat section.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm going through that. So this is from Mr. Funny. Um, in one, Nikhil, I'm just reading out
Yeah,
the question for you. Okay. So
yeah.
in one area, we can select bins from bin icon. It shows 3 bins. How do one know which bin has enough quantity? Our system will show the bins with sufficient suffix quantity reservation as per the
Uh,
reservation.
yeah, so no issue. As I have said, this is a demo application, so that's a good idea. We can take it in our demo application also. So yes, it is possible. But where the bin button function is provided, there we also able to display the stock of that particular material in that particular bin. So yes, it is possible. We can take that enhancement. No issue.
Okay. I think that was the query we had today. Um, we'll wait for a minute, otherwise we will close this session. I will just type it over here, our mail ID for the contact. It's crave at uh, contact at craveinfotech.com. You can provide any queries. You can have a request for one-on-one session, and we will come back to you here. So with this, we will close this session. Thank you very much for joining today's webinar, and we look forward to work with you all. Thank you so much. We will close this session, Nick. Yeah.